So this is kind of like just playing it by ear. This is more of a scumbling process, so I'm doing more type layering. Or I can say, oh yeah, I like that, and then I'll go ahead and use more of it. Right now I'm thinking maybe give it sort of a sunset effect, maybe. Yeah, I think that would look good. I call myself an all-around artist. You know, some people would say, oh, it's a figure artist, a portrait artist, a landscape artist. I sort of fit all of those at different times of my career and my life, and depends on what show I'm trying to enter. If it's a landscape show, I'm a landscape artist. You know, that's what I do, you know. You know, it's more of an exploration of a creative process. It's a journey, you know, it's really an artistic journey that I'm going through. When I started working for Disney, it was back in 1971, opening day of Magic Kingdom, you know, so I was there. This was a pop-up thing that I made in 1971 for the opening of Disney. And it was a good experience because I'm drawing, you know, a good 8 hours a day, working on my line drawings, learning color and everything too. So it's really a lot of on-the-job training. And that was pen and ink drawings on an overhead projector. And so lots of people could watch me and had lines out the door. I mean, quite literally, a line of people, they were just lined up. And I think my record, you know, at the time for in a single day was like 337 people. In about 1980, Epcot was being built. And so they needed artists for Epcot. So I transferred over into that, and that's where I learned all types of things, you know, and sculpting and painting and color mixing and different compounds, different resins, mold making. And this is an actual master front that we used at Disney. And this one's fiberglass, so we'd actually make a mold of it. And then from there, we would actually pour in the rubber, so it would be a flexible skin. So the mouth would actually open, there were teeth. And so eventually I worked my way up and became the head artist and the senior artist there for the Magic Kingdom. And so I was in charge of all the key aesthetic elements of the park, you know. Oh, this is the Disney dollar. This is one of my ideas for actually created money, kids can then go out and spend it there in the park. You know, I was actually named Employee of the Year there out of 50,000 employees, you know, one year. You know, that was a nice honor to get.
We have main engine start.
A few years later, the Challenger accident, I mean, that happened.
And liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission, and it has cleared the tower.
I think anybody who's alive then and remembers where they were at that moment, you know, kind of like when Kennedy was shot. You remember that moment.
15 seconds, velocity 2,900 feet per second, altitude 9 nautical miles.
And so I wanted to do something to contribute to that effect, you know, so I developed the license plate for that and thinking about that, you know. And they kept it for like 10 years, so thousands of them, and it raised over $50 million, you know, for the Astronauts Memorial Foundation. It wasn't for the monetary value of it. I mean, that wasn't my purpose, you know. That was just an act of humanity wanting to come forth and say, oh, there's my small part. The county flag, that happened pretty much around the same time. So they actually had a competition, you know, and so I submitted my design and eventually that's the one that won. And that flag flies at county buildings, you know, all the schools and fire stations, the police stations, you know, and there's Robert Fisher, who's an astronaut, and so he lived there and they presented him with his own copy of the flag. Well, he took that flag with him on his own space shuttle mission. So my artwork's made it out of this world, you know, it's gone around the world. Yeah, they told me to really go places, you know, so. Yeah, this is an old process. This is developed for the printmaking process for newspapers and advertisements and the artwork itself, and they want to do reproductions of paintings even. I'll try and do this in one continuous motion because it's got lots of pounds of pressure being put on that plate. There we go. And you can see the pressure that's put on. You can see how it embosses the picture even. And voila. Yeah. Little Bullwinkle. I get bored doing the same thing over and over and over again. And, you know, after about the 100th time, it's like, I never want to do that again. I always want to try something new. I like experimenting. I like try different mediums, different materials. I'm always trying something different. I mean, it keeps me from being bored. Being an artist, I can live wherever I want, you know? I don't have to live in New York City. I don't have to live in Chicago. I don't have to live in LA. Actually, as an artist, I can work anywhere. I can get commissions from anywhere in the country and paint it here in Iowa and not have to put up with all the headaches of the big city. Go to Iowa. I didn't know Iowa that much. You know, I mean, I never lived in Iowa before when we moved up here. The thing I liked about Eldora, you know, the Iowa River runs right along it. We have a state park here. We have a beautiful courthouse, a nice small town. We got one stoplight, you know, which is amazing, you know. So much in Iowa to appreciate, you know, and then a lot of it's subtle. And that's what I did the first couple of years. I didn't really paint any Iowa scenes to begin with. I'm just trying to feel Iowa, you know, really feel what is the vibe. And I'm doing more plein air type work now, you know, so I'm actually going out and painting live, you know, right directly from the subject itself. And I think it's kind of miraculous. It's been a really nice discovery.